Today, including deliberations that will continue today for a third straight day in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. Ion Main, an assistant professor at UW Law School, joining us live to talk about everything that has happened and everything that is to come. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Let's first talk about a piece of drone video that prompted quite a bit of back and forth yesterday. This was also part of the reason the defense called for another mistrial. What is so important about this video?
Actually, in terms of the motion for a mistrial, I'm not sure what's so important about it, because the actual dispute is about whether or not it makes a difference that it was a clear or less clear version of the video. You're right, the video can be important, but the real question is whether it's important to the defense that it was the exact same quality as it was for the prosecution. And so people make mistakes all the time in trial, and there's errors all the time in trials. And so the question for the defense that the defense has the answer here is, because of that difference in quality, when they receive this on Saturday, would their approach on Monday be so different? And that the fact that they weren't able to prepare in that way, did it really prejudice their side? So that's what they have to show. So it's never a good idea to not give the same copy, obviously, that you have to the other side, but mistakes happen, and mistakes happen all the way through the trial. The question is whether there's prejudice.
The judge has not ruled on the mistrial motions as of yet. One call says that Rittenhouse could be tried again. One is calling for the opposite, and that he would not be tried again. Do you, in your experience, believe it is common for the judge to wait this long to rule on those?
Well, you can wait that long in order to see how the jury comes out, because it may render the motions for mistrial absolutely moot if there is an acquittal, right? So why rule on something when there could have been an acquittal? And as you note, there's one with prejudice and there's one without prejudice, and there is obviously a big difference. The one with prejudice it acts as the same thing as an acquittal. But the thing here, too, is that they would have to show that there was bad faith and bad intent by the prosecution in order to get a mistrial with prejudice, and that's always very difficult to show.
Today is day 3 of deliberations in a trial that's lasted more than 2 weeks. The longer the jury takes, what does that tell you?
It tells me that the both sets of lawyers are just getting more and more stressed out. I mean, this is just what happens. It's really, if you look at kind of the data and in terms of what happens as jurors take a longer time to decide, it's unclear really whether it favors one party or the other. But certainly, waiting around on a matter so important is stressful for everyone, including defendant, including the prosecution, and including the community. But what we read into it on such a complex case, it's obvious we want to ask the questions, what does it mean? And the parties are asking themselves, what does this mean? But the answer is far from clear.
Ion Main with UW Law School, thanks so much for providing your perspective here this morning and throughout this trial. We do have continued coverage on Fox6Now.com, the Fox 6 YouTube channel, and always the Fox 6 News app. Stay with us for more Wake Up after this quick break.